It's time for another new Kansas City Spotlight. Here's your host, Belinda Post.
We all know being stingy or being in financial stress can be a killer in relationships. So why don't couples find a proactive way to talk about money early on? Talking about what you spend and save, or even how much you tip your barista, could help you build a lasting connection. Bachelorette star and financial expert Jason Tardik is joining us to talk about Chime. Jason, some reports show upwards of 40% of divorces list financial issues as a reason. How can an app like Chime help?
Right, and I think if we back into these numbers, one of the biggest issues is that from day one in our school system, we weren't taught anything about money. We certainly weren't taught how to talk about it. And just like the statistic you mentioned, in married and cohabitating relationships, we are seeing material issues there. Now, what's nice about Chime is that they stand for financial progress. And so they just did a survey amongst daters and singles right now, and we're starting to see a big generational shift, which is beautiful, because once we can knock those walls down and step into some of these taboo conversations, what we're seeing is that it's leading to just healthier, wealthier, and happier relationships and lifestyles. And one of the interesting statistics from Chime that they shared was about 50% of millennials and Gen Z actually, when dating, find it attractive if the partner is willing to open up and talk about their income. Contrast to that, only 23% of baby boomers felt the same way. So the biggest shift that we've seen from what information Chime's provided is that we're getting more comfortable with these conversations.
Let's say you view yourself in traditional male-female gender roles. Do you or Chime have any relatable ways to discuss expectations?
Through the generations, we're starting to see that change, especially with Gen Z when it connects to some of these gender roles within the relationships. And so I think the biggest thing about having these conversations, it goes from day one to where we are currently. And from day one, I think it's making money conversations playful. So if you're going on a date today, asking someone like, hey, if you got $1 million today and you have 24 hours to spend it, how are you going to spend it and why? So you get to understand the creativity, the priorities of spending, and curiosity.
What would you say are some other financial deal breakers?
Big conversations to have and some red flags to avoid are just this overall concept of that it's not welcome to discuss your earnings or your income or your debt. Everybody is dealing with some type of money issue that they can improve on some level. And opposed to running from it or being avoidant with it, we really need to step into these conversations.
This Kansas City Spotlight has been paid for by Chime. Visit chime.com.